I'm Cherryll.
And I'm Nancy, and welcome to Conversations with Nancy and Cherryll.
Yeah, today one of the intentions of Hourglass workshops and both Nancy and myself is the building of a community. And oftentimes in midlife, we find that the community that perhaps we grew up with, raised our kids with, we're in the same neighborhood, is no longer there. And we find ourselves either without a community or with a very sparse community, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, after the kids grow up, you're no longer going to the events that brought you together with people maybe for years. And it was kind of a surprise. I thought, wow, these people will be in my life forever, and not the case.
Yeah. And another thing that throws you in is if your marital status changes. Either you get married or more often, or you get divorced. And you think that friends that were there forever are, again, no longer. So, and people move away. So I wanted to talk a little bit today. We were discussing the idea of friendships and both initiating friendships and investing in friends. So what have you found?
Well, what I used to say to my kids is you have to be a friend to have a friend, which means it can't be a one-way street.
Yeah.
It's got to be a reciprocal relationship. You know, there are people that are initiators. They're the idea people. And there are people that are, I always say there's people that are better hostesses and people that are better guests.
Right.
I am not a good guest. I'm not. You know?
I don't know. I've invited you over and you've been a good guest.
Yeah, but
you help. You do a lot of help.
I got to pitch in and do something.
Yeah,
you know?
but I think though that people that are sort of the more natural guests or receptors are if there's not a sense that they're necessarily investing in the friendship. And I've had friends where I'm generally an initiator, and I find that when I don't call or I don't follow up or I don't make suggestions, they're not there. There's no one home. And
how often do you find yourself going, oh, I'm so bad because I haven't been in touch with so-and-so.
Right. And
then, have they been in touch with you? But
Right.
I never think that way. I'm always, putting the guilt on myself. And then it just dawned on me the other day, because there's a few friends that I have neglected calling, mostly because our schedules are very different, and I feel really constantly, it's on my mind, you should be doing this, and I'm not.
Well, and we're busy,
but they're not doing it either.
Right.
And you know what? In this case, I don't think it has anything to do with lack of affection for each other. It's just our lives are busy. And I think that there are friends that are in your inner circle that you see often. This morning I heard on the radio that we have an average person has 600 people that they could call friends. Now, not close friends.
I know.
You probably do. 600 people that you could have a conversation with, that you know well enough to have a conversation. But they say that there's probably less than 25 that you would actually trust with an important piece in your life,
That makes sense.
And I think that's probably true.
Yeah.
So you have your nuclear group of friends that you see often because you work with them, because you do activities, play tennis with them or something. They're not necessarily super close friends, but they're people you see often,
Right.
And you entertain with, and then you have your larger group of friends that you see occasionally, maybe at, business meetings or, church groups or something. And then your acquaintances, How many people can you really count as very close friends?
Right.
I think the number's probably small.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that, I think it's important that we do keep in touch and maintain some kind of physical presence with those people. A phone call at the minimum, but an email, in my opinion, or a Facebook connection, that really doesn't cut it, because it's really about shared experiences.
It is, and that was one of the reasons that we started doing Hourglass workshops, and we want to build community, and we would like you to pitch in and help build that community too. Send the blogs or the videos to friends, because we're talking about things that happen to many, many women in midlife, not just women. My brother reminded me, it's not just women.
Right.
This pertains to men too. And, you know, it's just like when you have a baby or a toddler and your toddler does weird things and you're at home with that toddler and you think, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my kid?
Right.
He's
Right.
wacky.
Yeah.
But then you go to a preschool and you find out that there are 30 moms there with 30 toddlers that are all cuckoo.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that makes you feel a lot better.
Right.
So that's the whole idea of this workshop idea, you know, is that you hear, we talk about what's going on. I see patients every day, so I have kind of my finger on what a lot of women are thinking. Cheryl's active in a lot of different groups. And so we're hearing the same thing over and over. There is a commonality. And that's basically what we're bringing to you is the question of the day. Something that we've noticed that more than one person has asked. Yeah.
So that's kind of our our conversation today about friends. If you're someone that hasn't been in touch with a person that you really do consider near and dear, give them a call, check in with them, and rekindle and invest in that friendship. So,
yeah. And if there's something you would like us to talk about, just email us.
Yeah.
You know, put a comment down there, and we will certainly address it.
Yeah.
We're always looking for new ideas.
Yep. So until next time, I'm Cherryll.
And I'm Nancy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.